Konnichiwa, street dogs, watashi wa Herikim desu. Okay, so the thought. This thought is about why sociology is more important than ever. So it's so funny. So I went to UCLA, I studied my undergrad in sociology. I remember when I graduated, but anyways, it was like close to a decade ago now. I'm like 32 years old right now, and I guess I graduated a decade ago, and I started, like 15 years ago. But anyways, so when I studied sociology, so why did I study sociology? It was totally by random. So like when I'm a high schooler, applied to a bunch of colleges, a bunch of UCs, and gone to most of the UCs except for Berkeley, but actually usually it was my number one choice because I wanted to go to LA. It seemed pretty cool. And initially I actually came in as a biology major, to be like a good Asian kid and become a doctor, just like my grandfather. And actually, but based on my experiences, I hated math and science. And went to the course registrar, looking at the list of majors, and I'm like, sociology. I'm like, I like people, I like society, let me try to study this. So it was kind of interesting because in studying sociology, I just totally fell into it by chance. But now, almost like a decade out, man, seeing the way that technology and the global pandemic is affecting society, I think sociology is actually it might actually be one of the most important majors right now, because very few people, I think, studied. I mean, a lot of people study sociology, but people don't really think about society from a sociological lens. We see society from like a political angle. We see it from maybe a biological science angle. We see it from a computer science angle, but no one really talks about the sociology of it, because, and I think this is really important. So what is sociology? My definition is sociology is just a lens or a tool to see, analyze, critique society. So what things you like about society, things you don't like about society. And the good thing with sociology is really no right and wrong. It's just it just all comes down to opinion. So sociology is interesting to me because it's kind of like applied philosophy in the real world. And I really do feel that if you understand how things work sociologically, and also if you understand the sociology of tech, the biases and algorithm, I think typically you could just live a happier, more joyful, productive, and creative life. So for the most part, with the whole COVID, global pandemic thing, personally, I ain't tripping so much. And I haven't watched the news. I haven't followed the news in like almost 10 years, and it's probably the best thing I've done for myself. For me, if you watch the news, you follow the news or social media, whatever, not that, which I do. My analogy is that it's almost like eating a shit sandwich, and we keep saying we don't like the taste of the shit, yet we keep eating it because somehow we're addicted to the shit sandwich and we like the taste of shit. It's actually a little bit bizarre, but anyways, so anytime you go to college, you study a certain major, it just becomes another tool. So tools for thinking is to me what a major is, and it's a certain lens. And certainly the problem is you want to expand your lens. And actually this is where I really appreciate sociology. It's given me a very general lens. So actually I think right now the generalists are far more thriving more so than the specialists, because if you're a specialist, it's like it's like you're a human being with just like one really, really long and strong arm, but everything else is weak. And so even after studying sociology kind of gave me a little taste of everything in between. And as a consequence, I was able to sample all these different types of majors, and now, you know, I just indulge my creative habits and endeavors whatever direction that I choose. So yeah, now I just, you know, I dabble in a little bit of everything: computer science, fitness, working out, sociology, philosophy, psychology, cognitive science, biology, physics, ethics, everything in between. So really, truth be told, there's not ultimate right or wrong when it comes to sociological anything, but I really do encourage you to, you know, if you're watching this, you're in high school, yeah, I would definitely recommend sociology. To me, it's been a hugely beneficial tool. And even though people is like very kind of anti-college, you know, I'm actually still for college. I look back at my college experiences with fond memories. I mean, I met my wife, aka Cindy, when I was in college as an undergrad. So yeah, I think the future is still pretty bright for education. And so when in doubt, study sociology. Shoot for the stars.